Hi, it's Gerry, and welcome to day 266 of A Course in Miracles. The statement for today is, "My holy self abides in you, God's Son." And we start with the prayer. Father, you gave me all your sons to be my saviors and my counselors in sight, the bearers of your holy voice to me. In them are you reflected, and in them does Christ look back upon me from myself. Let not your Son forget your holy name. Let not your Son forget his holy source. Let not your Son forget his name is yours. And the reflection sort of explains that a bit, but I'll talk about it a little bit after too. This day we enter into paradise, calling upon God's name and on our own, acknowledging ourselves in each of us, united in the holy love of God. How many saviors God has given us! How can we lose the way to him when he has filled the world with those who point to him and given us the sight to look on them? And there, the term God's name and on our own, acknowledging ourself in each of us. In other words, the self, capital S, is God living inside of each person. And that oneness of God is what unites us with all of humanity. And the lesson is beautiful. Everybody has a lesson for us. Everybody is a gift to us. Now, in understanding the Course, I certainly appreciate the teachings. I read John Mundy's book on A Course in Miracles. I've listened to several recordings with Marianne Williamson explaining it. There's wisdom books that I read too. I really enjoy James Allen and Wallace Wattles, for their wisdom explaining things. And of course there's Christ and the Dalai Lama and Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, all these people to teach us. But it's not only those great teachers who teach us. For me as a teacher in a classroom with students, my students are always teaching me. It's a real joy to be among them. And I am a learner among them also, just through interactions with others. And as I was reflecting on this, I realized that, even the people who we think drive us a little crazy, who maybe even, we would say our interactions with them cause us some suffering, some discomfort, even those people have important lessons for us to learn. So God, they're sacred children of God too. The self, the holy self lives in them also, and we learn from them too. And that's the beauty of this lesson, really. And so every person whom we meet, every person whom we interact with is God, and we learn from them. And every person who, even we maybe even see them on the news or whatever, we learn from them and become better ourselves, or can become better ourselves if we keep in mind the holy self, God, living inside of each of them, and learn how to love and how to forgive and how to have compassion. So, and also, maybe sometimes take difficult, challenging looks at our own selves too, because of our interactions with people whom we may find difficult. So, there's a lot there, but it's a beautiful lesson. And I think it really clears the way that we look at humanity. So, thank you so much for joining me, my beautiful sisters and brothers in whom the self lives. Thank you so much. May God bless you abundantly. And I look forward to our discussion tomorrow. Peace be with you.